Thank you for choosing Robert's Hot Tubs. Before you begin installation, make sure that you have a mallet, level, drill, 7/8 extra deep socket or wrench, 2.5-inch hole saw bit, drill bits, and shims. Begin by placing the chine joints on the concrete pad so that they are 5.5 inches tall. Find the highest point of the chine joist and bring the rest to that level. When shimming the chine joist for leveling, it is important to shim along the entire length of each joist. Make sure there's enough shim to keep from compressing under the weight of the tub. Next, put the floor sections together. Ensure that the sanded side is facing up and the boards are perpendicular to the joists. Put the dowel pins in one section of the bottom, then slide the bottom sections together. Secure the bottoms together with a plywood strip. Using a mallet, gently tap the staves onto the floor tongue. Working counterclockwise, slide the next stave against the previous stave. Tap into place until the tongue and the groove merge. Make sure that the staves are all level with one another. The staves need to be hit hard enough to the point where they bite onto the floor, but not so loose that they will fall off. When you are down to your last stave, slide it in from the top and gently tap into place. Next, pre-assemble your bands. When pre-assembling the bands, be sure to insert from the narrow end, making sure that the nuts are screwed on loosely. The bottom band should be parallel to the floor of the tub. The lug on the band should rest over the stave joint. No lugs should be on the same stave joint. It is important to note that when installing the bands, the lug should be perpendicular to the floor seam. The top band must be 3 to 4 inches from the top of the tub. The middle band should fall between the two. Tighten all bands to 75%. Drive the staves by hitting the bottom band. It may take several revolutions. When the lug pulls away from the wood, the band has been properly tightened. Remove the plywood strips before you dry fit your bench. When dry fitting benches, mark where the corbels will be attached to the tub walls. It is okay if the corbel falls on a stave joint. Use the supplied 2-inch stainless steel screws and screw through the pre-drilled holes of the corbel to attach to the tub wall. Place the bench seats on the corbels. Using the screws provided, attach the bench to the corbels. Suctions should be installed along the side of the tub. The suctions must be separated by at least 36 inches and 4 inches above the floor on center. Suctions require a 2.5-inch hole. Wrap Teflon tape 5 times to the end of the male threads. Slip the male thread through the wall of the tub. Screw the female threaded suction nut onto the through-wall fitting. Use both primer and glue to connect the PVC. Plumb suctions to the outside of the tub using a straight 90 elbow, then connect to a T. Suction should feed into the suction side of the pump. Standard jets require a 2.5-inch hole. The highest jet should be no more than 7 inches from the top of the tub on center. Apply 5 wraps of Teflon tape to the end of the male threads. Slip through the wall fitting into the hole. Screw the jet body onto the through wall. Jets should feed into the discharge side of the equipment. Now it is time to install air fittings. Use a 1/2-inch PVC route air links for each jet from the inside of the jet body to each air dial. Air lines must be above the water line and friction fit onto 1/2-inch PVC. Should you encounter any issues while installing your hot tub, feel free to reach out to Robert's Hot Tubs. For more detailed instructions, please consult the manual. Thank you for choosing Robert's Hot Tubs.